Owning and operating drones in Ireland. What is a drone or UAS? Drones, or unmanned aircraft systems, UAS, are remotely piloted flying crafts that a person on land controls with a remote. Drones vary in size and weight and can come with features such as cameras or sensors. If you own or use a drone in Ireland, various laws and rules apply to you, regardless of whether you use the drone for educational, scientific, or recreational purposes. The drone law applies to other aircraft types without a pilot on board. This includes specific radio-controlled flying models. If you fly a drone in Ireland that weighs more than 250 grams or has a camera or sensor, you must register as a drone operator with the Irish Aviation Authority. A person may not operate a drone in a manner that may be hazardous to other aircraft, endanger life, or damage property. Registering as a drone operator. Drone owners must register with the Irish Aviation Authority to fly drones that weigh 250 grams or more. Registration costs €30 and is valid for 2 years. If you live in the European Union, you need to register only in the country where you live, not in each country where you want to fly your drone. Even if your drone weighs less than 250 grams, you must register if it has a camera or sensor unless it complies with the TOY directive. To register, you must be 16 or over, set up an account, and verify your identity. You must also take an online training course that lasts about 15 minutes. If your drone is over 4 kilograms, or if you plan to use it for certain activities, you must undergo extra training. Once registered, you must label your drone with your drone operator ID. Where can I fly my drone? It would be best not to fly a drone in a way that could cause a hazard to another aircraft, near moving aircraft, or in an aerodrome traffic circuit. You must not fly it in a manner that poses a risk to people, the environment, or property. Flying drones is separated into 3 categories based on the risk attached. Open category, specific category, certified category. If you are flying a drone that weighs under 25 kilograms within the limits of the open category, you do not need prior permission for the flight. There are 3 subcategories in the open category: A1, A2, and A3. To fly a drone that weighs more than 25 kilograms, or to fly your drone outside the open category limits, you must apply for an operational authorization from the Irish Aviation Authority. Always look at the UAS geographical zone map before you fly your drone. There are specific places where you are not allowed to fly, or you might need permission to fly, such as airports and prisons. Some areas may have certain restrictions or limitations on flying your drone. The IAA website has more information. The Irish Aviation Authority or the Gardaí can take away your drone if they believe it is likely you will use it in breach of the regulations. Open category. The open category refers to drone flights deemed to be low risk. Drones in the open category must weigh less than 25 kilograms and have one class identification mark 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Drones bought before January 1st, 2023 are excluded from this requirement. You can fly an open category drone, weighing under 25 kilograms, without permission as long as the drone is no more altitude than 120 meters, is not outside your line of sight, airspace is open. The drone is not on or near certain exempted zones, such as around hospitals and airports. Your capacity to operate the drone is not affected by alcohol consumption or illness. There are restrictions on whether you can fly over or near uninvolved people or crowds, or in urban areas. These restrictions depend on the subcategory the drone falls into and its class identification mark. Your drone cannot carry dangerous goods or release any objects. For drones over 25 kilograms, medium-risk drone flights require explicit permission from the IAA. After notifying the IAA, you need an operational authorization outside the open category. Incidents. If your drone is involved in an accident that causes serious injury or death, you must inform UAS Division of the IAA, the Gardaí, the Air Accident Investigation Unit, You must notify the relevant organizations if your drone is involved in a serious incident. Be aware that the Gardaí have the authority to detain the drone if they suspect a breach of the law. A licensed aerodrome operator may use a counter-UAS system to disable, disrupt, or seize control of an unmanned aircraft to ensure civil aviation safety and the public. The Irish Aviation Authority can direct a drone operator to get insurance to cover third parties. Drones and data protection. If you operate a drone with a camera or listening device capable of recording images or videos of identifiable persons, you could be considered a data controller under GDPR. Processing personal data must comply with data protection laws and require a legal basis. This could be the person's consent or a legitimate interest in processing the data, with only a minimal impact on the person's rights. You might need to perform a data protection impact assessment. To reduce the impact on individuals' data protection rights, use blurring software or another method to make them less identifiable. Using a drone to take pictures or video as a recreational activity may be exempt from data protection law, but only if you do not publish the images or video to an unrestricted audience. You can read more in the Data Protection Commission's guidance on drones. More information. EU law regulates the design, specifications, manufacture, and marketing of unmanned aircraft systems within the European market. It also outlines strict rules about potential add-ons and accessories that operators can purchase and fit into their drones. For more information, please see the Irish Aviation Authority website. Homepage: https://www.iaa.ie. Irish Aviation Authority, The Times Building, 11 to 12 D'Olier Street, Dublin 2, Ireland. Telephone +353 1 603 1100. Email: info@iaa.ie.